If you're struggling with procrastination, doom scrolling, or porn addiction, you are definitely not where you want to be. And that's why I've got a good news as well as a bad news for you. The good news is that I came up with a solution that allowed me to turn my life around in 2024, reducing my screen time on my phone from 6 to 8 hours a day to 30 minutes, under 30 minutes, allowing me to work at least 4 hours daily and read over 50 books in just 2024. However, the bad news is without this video, you'll continue watching 5-10 other how to make the greatest comeback videos which will have no substance in them and they won't really help you. So I'll tell you one thing very honestly. To make a comeback in 2025, it is not going to be easy, but it is going to be very, very simple. It is really very simple. But there is a very big difference in something being simple and something very easy. Because all that you need to do is decide what you want to do and then do it. Isn't that simple? I don't think it's complicated, right? But the thing is that most of you guys have is that you aren't able to sit with yourself alone in a room and decide what you really want to do. And even if some of you are able to decide it, you have got very list of bad habits that don't allow you to do that. You might not be able to take action because you might doom scroll, start watching porn, or procrastinate by listening to music or anything like that, right? And that is why in this video I'll be teaching you how to decide what it is that you really want to do and then actually sit, focus, and then do it. Take action on it. First, let's talk about how do you decide what you want to do. So if you have clicked on this video, that definitely means there is something that you want to do that is different from where you are right now. Maybe you want to start a new business or a side hustle, or get in shape, go to the gym, or maybe get a new girlfriend or whatever like that. Now, what most people get wrong is if they have got many problems in their life, like for example, let's say you have got poor eating habits and you have also got porn addiction. If you're going to try to fix both of them at once, you're going to be able to fix none. You might have heard the parable that if you are going to chase 3 rabbits, you're going to end up catching none. The same thing is with trying to eliminate your problems. If you try to eliminate all of them at once, you won't be able to do it. You need to decide one problem that is hampering you the most and then take action on that. So decide one thing that you really want to do. Alright, and this is how you decide it. Firstly, you need to make a list of all the things that you want to do, like everything that you can possibly think of. Take 10, 15, 20 minutes and make a list of everything that you want to do. There is no cap on this. You can make a list as long as you want. Of course, don't go into thousands or something, but 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever you want. A realistic number, there is no cap on this. Then what you need to do is reduce this list to 10 items. Alright, it doesn't matter how big the list is, you need to cut it out everything. That there'll be many things that you can very easily cut out, and there'll be a few things that you might have to consider a little bit. So what you need to do is eliminate everything and make the list to just a number of 10. Then after you are done doing that, what you need to do is reduce that list further to only containing 3 items. Now this is going to be very difficult and it will take some time to do this because the 10 items that you might have selected might be very close to you and you really want to do them. So you'll really have to eliminate here and just pick 3. And then what you need to do is from that 3 you need to pick 1. Now this entire thing might take some time. It might take 1 to 2 hours, but that is what you need to do. And it doesn't matter which one you pick in this case, because all 3 of these are things that you really want to do, because you might have filtered them out from 20 30, 40 things. So any of which you picked from this 3 are going to be equally important and equally desirable to you. Now, how to take action. So once you decide the one thing, your brain will try its level best to distract you. Alright, because our brain doesn't like change. And since you are going to be doing something that your brain is not accustomed to doing, it will try with all its might to distract you, to make you feel as if you don't want it or anything like that. And this exact force that your brain uses, it is called resistance. So resistance has many shapes and forms. Watching porn is resistance, procrastination is resistance, scrolling on Instagram is resistance, listening to music when you should be working is a form of resistance. There are many forms of resistance, and that is why I created a list of document with 100 common forms of resistance that you might have, and it covers mostly all. You might have some that might not be there, but it mostly covers all of it that you might face. So you can go and have a look at that. You can even download it, and that will basically make you aware to all the forms of resistance out there, because resistance, any form of resistance is an enemy, and you cannot destroy an enemy you're not aware of. So firstly, what you need to do is become aware of the form or shape that your enemy might take. Then what is going to happen is that whenever you are going to witness, whenever that resistance will manifest in any of its shape or form, you are going to be able to recognize it and say, oh, hello resistance, I can see you, and you can say, hey, F you, right? And you will basically, of course it's not going to be that simple, but eventually you will start recognizing it, and when you start to recognize it and are aware of it, it is a lot harder to still do it, because you are the one deciding it. Because generally whenever people procrastinate or do anything bad, it happens on autopilot. It feels as if it's not in the control. But whenever you make it aware, when you're going to make it aware, you are going to be in control. You will feel that I am the one deciding it, and no one wants to intentionally ruin their future. So the likelihood of you doing it is going to be very, very less. And with time, as you're going to get more and more aware, you are going to get better at it. Like, you'll get better at recognizing it, like ignoring it, and just doing with your work. And I'll be very honest, it might not work 100% all the times, but eventually with practice, it will work 90 to 95% of the time. Like, I'm at this stage where it works for me 80 to 85% of the time. There are times when even like I can see it and I'm like, nah, I'm just too tired to do it, and I still procrastinate. Or like let's say when I want to YouTube or something, and I'm supposed to work. So especially when I'm in like a bit of a vacation mode where I like want to relax and stuff, it's like, so yeah, it will work. All right, with practice you can build it up to 90 to 95%, but even after that you can you might have some days where you just, despite knowing, you might do it. Right now, since you watched till here, here's a little thank you gift. The thing is, most people have already left this video. You are in the top 5% of the people who have clicked on this video, right? And that means 95% of the people have already left and not watching it. And that is why, and to help you achieve your goals and make a comeback in 2025, I've created an absolutely free newsletter where I share 3 to 5 weekly guides and more in-depth stuff like this, and also reply to any of the questions that you might be having. You can join it using the first link in the description. You literally have an unfair advantage because 95% of the people have already left, right? And we both know that unfair advantages are how you basically win. So make sure to use it. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.